Welcome to Money Patterns Decoded. Money is never just about money. It is a pattern. Today we expose one of those hidden patterns, see exactly how it controls your finances, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Picture this. You're on a call, you're about to raise your rates, or you hover over the publish button for that new price tier, and then your hands go cold. Your chest tightens. A voice says, "Who do you think you are?" and you back away. The work is better than the price, or so you tell yourself. The invoices stop arriving before they start. That moment, that invisible pinch, is what I call the threshold tax. The threshold tax. Here's the clean name and the promise. It's the psychic charge that collects each time you approach a new income gate. And by the end of this episode, I'll give you one 5-minute daily crossing ritual that neutralizes it. First, the how. Psychologically, this is identity lag and loyalty in motion. When income increases, responsibility increases. People expect more from you. Clients, family, community. And that expectation becomes a weight. Shame is part of it too. If success would shame an ancestor or break an old contract of, staying small, you unconsciously honor that contract. You might call it loyalty. I call it an invisible tax. Fear shows up as practical sabotage, missed follow-ups, procrastination, or sudden perfectionism that kills momentum. Identity simply hasn't expanded at the same rate as your potential earnings, so your behavior pulls you back into alignment with who you think you are rather than who you can be. Now, the esoteric side. Because money patterns are layered. Across traditions there's a concept of threshold guardians, archetypal gatekeepers, who test whether you can carry a new magnitude of being. In sacred geometry, thresholds are nodes, points where fields reconfigure. If your inner field is configured too small, the gate imposes a toll. Anxiety, illness, relationships tightening. Ancestor contracts are energetic clauses. They reward conformity to a family story. Inner alchemy either compounds the tax or dissolves it. When you perform the work of transmutation, shifting your energetic signature to match the next tier, the gate recognizes you and the toll falls away. This is not mystical fluff. It's a functional description of how identity, lineage, and energetic patterning influence choices around money. Let's reframe this with a clear metaphor. Imagine a narrow doorway with an old toll collector sitting in the arch. Every time you reach the doorway, he lifts his hand and demands a coin. Most people believe the coin is money. It isn't. The coin is attention, consent, and identity. You keep handing it over by shrinking, by apologizing for your rates, by letting scope creep eat your margin, by silently accepting being the person who could have done more. If instead you stand straighter, name the doorway, and walk through with a different posture, the toll collector has nothing to collect. He's a role player. He only functions if you play along. Change your posture and the paywall drops. Which brings us to the practical lever, the 5-minute daily crossing I recommend. Do this each morning or before any pricing conversation. Step 1. Micro-increment rehearsal. With a pen and a clean page, write the exact number that represents the next tier you want to occupy. Not a vague larger number, the precise price or monthly income. Step 2. Name the threshold out loud. Say, loudly and plainly, this is the name, the tier threshold. Assign it a name you can feel. Step 3. Triadic breath. Inhale for 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Repeat 3 times to center the nervous system. Step 4. 3-point sigil. Touch forehead, heart, belly as you say 3 claims. I am capable. I accept responsibility. I will steward what arrives. Each touch anchors the claim into body and lineage. Step 5. Small behavioral test. Post a micro-increment price change, even for one product or offering, and monitor for 24 hours. If an anxiety pattern rises, breathe, repeat the sigil, and note the exact urge that comes up. Track it. This is both ritual and experiment. It rewires identity while producing measurable market feedback. If intense material arises, Stop and seek coaching or therapy. This work can surface old loyalty wounds. Quick recap. 3 ways to spot and intercept the threshold tags. 1. Notice sudden procrastination or perfectionism when you approach a new price or income level. 2. Listen for ancestor loyalty scripts. Phrases like, "we don't charge that," or "we can't be seen as different." 3. Practice the 5-minute crossing before any decision that would move you up. Do the breath, name the doorway, make a small priced move. Over time, the size of the doorway you can cross without drama expands. If you're ready to go deeper, I keep a full library of rituals, exercises, and the architecture behind these patterns at my book library. Each chapter maps a different gate and gives precise alchemical steps to reassign energy and claim capacity. Visit DonDesmarques.com to explore the full set. One shift changes your financial destiny. That is the money pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. Money is a pattern. Awareness is the key. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your financial life, explore my complete library at DonDesmarques.com.